Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Javier with The Real Javier Novoa, a channel and a modality where we apply the principles of philosophy, spirituality, and mysticism to rapid lifestyle transformation. And guys, I just got off a coaching call today, and we had a very productive conversation, a very good conversation. And the client, in several questions and parts of the discussion, had demonstrated that she still had some kind of barrier interiorly or some kind of fear because she didn't feel that she had the permission to actually give herself completely and totally to her wish fulfilled, to her state. So we're going to talk about this in detail in this video. I want to go into it in perhaps a way that we've never gone into it before, ladies and gentlemen, in this video. And of course, if you enjoy our videos and you like our content, please subscribe and like to our channel, because it's a way that we can get this information out to as many people as possible. We can touch lives and we can affect this conscious awakening that is happening internationally. We are playing our small role in that. So what I want to do today is I want to give you permission. That's right, I want to give you a permission slip. As if you needed it, because of course you need permission from no one. You create your reality. You are sovereign in your reality because there's only one, ladies and gentlemen. Duality doesn't exist in the real, in the profound. It only exists in the illusion, in the game. And of course we play with duality and we play with energy and we utilize that to know ourselves as one. But I want to give you permission right now today. I want to give you a prophetic word, if you wish to call it that. I want to give you an encouragement and an uplifting. Bashar, the great spiritual teacher, said, and he says often, follow your highest excitement. And you can do that in every single moment, ladies and gentlemen. I don't care where you are. I don't care what you're doing. Yesterday, we did go into a process, if it could be called a process, a technique in which we can imagine ourselves in a different dimension of our desire no matter what we're doing throughout the day. And we can actually go into that film role and inhabit that film role. Many people will not have the necessary level of faith, the necessary level of confidence, or the necessary level of love and respect for their own dreams and their own futures to do this. I want to now give you the permission slip, the permission to do that. You have permission to follow your highest excitement. And what keeps people from following their highest excitement? This is where journaling comes in. I would advise, if you have some blocks to following your highest excitement, your highest aspirations, and to actually embodying that, to actually imagining yourself now where you wish to be. If you have any inhibitions from that, I'd recommend that you journal them and ask yourself, what are the inhibitions? For many people it is disappointing others, not living up to commitments that they have made, and perhaps not being efficient or seen as productive. The fact is, you don't, just because you committed to something in the past doesn't mean that you have to do it now. We are anew in each moment. The only moment that exists is now. As again the great spiritual teacher Bashar said, that there's only one moment simply seen from different points of view. So if you committed to something in the past, you're now vibrationally a totally different person. You have grown. So there's no need to continue pursuing stale desires or something that's no longer your desire and has been surpassed. You cannot do the same things that got you to where you are now to get you to where you are in the future. Business teachers know this. The great Peter Drucker said this, that you cannot do the same things you have been doing to get you to the next level. And we're always striving for the next level. Because if you're not growing, ladies and gentlemen, you're dying. And that's a fact. There's no perfection in this experience. And the faster the energy moves and the better we get and the more profound and deep we get in the knowledge of this methodology of manifesting, the faster we're going to move, and the less satisfaction we're going to derive from the manifestations that have already been presented in reality. As Abraham Hicks says, a manifested desire is like the gum that all of the flavor has been sucked out of it, because that's old news. So you're constantly growing and constantly expanding. This is what I was trying to convey to the client. I was trying to convey to her that it doesn't matter what you've committed, it doesn't matter what you think others expect of you, because first of all, oftentimes what you think about what others expect of you is not accurate at all, because, ladies and gentlemen, people are not thinking about you. They're thinking about themselves. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, as Dale Carnegie said in How to Stop Worrying and Start Living, and as you can just observe through life. So if you're worried about disappointing others, or if you're worried about comparing yourselves to others, well, if I spend time now on this new project that doesn't look like it's going to generate me a lot of income, then I'm going to prejudice my current flows of income. And this isn't true, ladies and gentlemen, because as we've talked about in previous videos, you're not to try to shift a film roll by effort, because you're on a certain script and momentum will not allow you to deviate too far from the script until you're vibrationally in tune with the other script. So you have to follow the script of the current film roll. So we're not telling you that if you have the dream of starting, say, a conscious business, that you quit your job today and you spend all of your time focusing now on that conscious business. No, because you're going to be still in a state of fear. You're going to be in a state of not being completely aligned with that vibration. No, rather you continue to go to work, but now you're not giving your full consciousness to it. You're withdrawing some of your consciousness and you're inhabiting that other film roll. And you just start doing that by taking small times out of your day where you're free and where you're able to do this, and you start putting yourself in the state of that film roll or imagining scenes from that film roll. And I promise you, as time progresses, you're going to find yourself going there more of the time until you go there just as a default. And then there's no question, ladies and gentlemen, of whether or not you're prejudicing this current film roll, because you will be on another film roll and you will be in the zone. What I want to do today for the client and for all of you is to give you permission to do that. And you know you have this permission, but this is just me expressing what your inner being is telling you. You have to listen to your inner being. You have to listen to that voice of your intuition, and you have to allow yourself to go there, ladies and gentlemen. If you will not dare to dream, and if you will not allow yourself to go to the other film roll because you think that obligations are holding you onto this film roll, well, you will hold that desire away from you, because that's resistance. No, what you do is you continue to follow the script on this film roll, and then you withdraw your attention in the times that you can, and you create your own reality. All of us should be scheduling portions in our day where we are contemplating the reality that we want to create. And it's never going to be where we are, ladies and gentlemen, because we're consciously expanding. All you have to do is read the biographies of successful people, read the biographies of very wealthy people, and almost all of them, without exception, will talk about these people took time out of their day to structure their lives, to restructure their lives in the way that they want to. Ladies and gentlemen, we're not here to stand still, and nothing is going to please us for very long. So, continue to focus upon your desire, and focus upon it in the present tense. Make it so real and vivid to you that you're living that now, and that you're not looking for achieving it on this film roll. Because if you're looking to achieve it, the paradox is that you won't achieve it, because you're creating a film roll where you're seeking to achieve it. Seeking is not having. You must have it. As the great Krishnamurti said, don't try. There's no try. Do it or don't do it, but don't try. So I just encourage you all, ladies and gentlemen, like I spoke with the client, like I encouraged the client. Give yourself permission to seek out that film roll that is your highest excitement and go there immediately. If you can go there physically, for example, if you want to start a business and then you have the time and the space and the idea, I'd absolutely recommend go and pursue that for all it is on the physical 3D world, because you're already on that film roll. But the parts that you can't get to now, the parts that you're constrained from, if you don't have the finances or whatnot, or you don't have the ideas, just go there in your mentality, go there in your imagination, and I promise you it will all unfold for you, and you need not take any effort. Remember, this is the path of least effort, and indeed the best way of this is the path of no effort, but all the effort flows through you spontaneously. That's the beauty of manifesting, ladies and gentlemen. So this is your permission slip. This is your wake-up call. Get on the film roll that you want to be on, and do not allow those thoughts of comparison, those thoughts of guilt, or those thoughts of lack stop you from doing that. You will feel a little bit uncomfortable the first few times that you do this, but keep doing it, ladies and gentlemen. Persevere in getting into state. And of course, there are smaller steps that you can take there. For example, you can move slowly up the emotional scale. But if you want to shift the paradigm, start going there now, and you will get comfortable in your surroundings once you surround yourself with it. For example, if you're not comfortable living in your mansion that you want to live in, or living in your beautiful home, keep imagining that home and keep filling in those sensuous feelings. Have the whole five senses flowering in that, and I promise you, you will be comfortable in it within a matter of a few hours to a few days, and signs will start coming to you on the outer that you have it. But the paradox is you cannot seek it on the physical. Just have it. Just give it to yourself. That's the permission that we're giving you today, and that you're giving yourself. Give it to yourself first. Allow yourself to go there, and do not be in these feelings of lack or guilt. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We have an exciting lineup of videos coming up this weekend. You do not want to miss that. We're going to be going into the details again of how to find land in a safe area, and how to plan your short-term and long-term lifestyle transformation, so that you can be free from the prison grid, so that you can be free from a boss, and so that you can have a launching pad from which to create the greatest manifestations to come in your life. I'm also doing coaching calls, ladies and gentlemen. I've got more clients this week. Please join. Email me, and we will put the email in the description. We will jump on a call, and I promise you these calls are life-changing. I bring my years of experience in business and consulting, as well as a study of the spiritual and philosophical aspects, to give you a power punch to rapidly transform your life. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is with great love and appreciation. This is Javier, and we'll see you very soon.